Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got a pair of teams who come in on different paths. So, with the call of this week's 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Britt goes in motion right.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Here we go. Watch it now, boy. Hey, turn it up.
Now a third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. 52's the mic, boys. 52. They're not ready for this, man. Leopard! Hey, Leopard! Switch gears. Here we go, here we go.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the wideout in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Crowell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll try again with the arm here on 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Mebane able to drop him for a loss of 4. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Coleman. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run with a second-year man. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. To return, it's George Atkinson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And now the rookie screen. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Lucky 56. Hot.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Leopard. Gone.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Leopard.
They'll give Crowell another crack. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Hey, we've got tight ends left. Alert. 3 down.
Set. Blue landing. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Check 3.
Gone.
Check hot route. Hot. Let's go. Motion.
Coleman, the man in motion left. And the play clock's running down. They look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen, 77 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
I got one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play clock winding down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returning, it's Benjamin. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. One receiver left, that's Allen. Now Griffin on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Griffin. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Third and 2, now Griffin. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba, the rookie from Oklahoma State, in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. In the red zone this time. And the back goes into motion. Now Griffin on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gordon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On second down, here's Griffin. And this is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. Forced out. Touchdown, San Diego Chargers. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin with a run by Corral. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Benjamin. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Chargers' first-year punter here in 2016, the rookie Drew Kaiser. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Slow.
Turn up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Now Griffin on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for San Diego. 42 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They've got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
One receiver left, that's Allen. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Griffin will throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll give the Browns a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Time running out here on the play clock. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Protect yourself, baby. Way to go, guys.
So now 1st and 15.
Single, I gotta
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Coleman, the man in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Coleman has it here right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. In motion right comes Gordon.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Tighten up.
One receiver left. That's Allen. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now it's Griffin. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Griffin on first down. Right side catch. This is Gates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Slow.
Throwing again, Griffin. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive that had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Lambo can't hook this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now let's go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
Old defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it.
Body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now San Diego getting set to go. Last time, unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Double tight, double tight.
Griffin will try and throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
In motion right comes Gordon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finding time. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 19 yards that time for number 19. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming
Here
after
we
you.
go now. Boom, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Coleman, the man in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Coleman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
There we go now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set. Green, 39. Gun. Leopard. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
That is right. Set.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he'll bang that one through. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments,
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
I got you.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Coleman. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They come up in an offset eye. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.